Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we will discuss about northern blotting. First, we need to know what is blotting. Blotting is a technique in molecular biology or genetics where we blot something, say DNA or RNA, to a carrier. It is actually method of transferring something to a carrier such as nitrocellulose or nylon membrane. Blotting are of several types. Well, the most used are northern blotting, which is used for RNA detection, western blotting, which is used for protein detection, and southern blotting, about which we learned in our previous video where we detect DNA. However, apart from southern, northern, and western, there is eastern blotting too, where we look for specific protein modifications. Apart from that, uh, far western blotting, southwestern blotting, northwestern blotting, reverse northern blotting are also there. So today we are going to discuss about northern blotting, where we want to detect RNA, or we can see we want to detect the expression of a particular gene. Now for this, the procedure will be almost same as of southern blotting, but with some minute differences. Like southern blotting, we need to isolate RNA sample from the cell. Now we need to run it in an agarose gel, that is electrophoresis is done in the same way as we do for DNA, but here one thing differs, that we add formaldehyde. It is very important to add as we need RNA in a linear form. Formaldehyde destroys the secondary structure of RNA so that it can run properly in the gel according to its size and even bind to the probe later. If it's not done, then it will be problematic. So the agarose gel should contain about almost 1.5% formaldehyde for the same reason, that is to destroy the secondary structure of the RNA. So we have isolated RNA and even gel electrophoresis is done. Now we will do the rest of the three steps mentioned here. That is blot, then probe, and then visualize. Well, one thing is important which we do not do in northern blotting, like southern blotting, that is we do not denature the gel in alkali, that is say NaOH, sodium hydroxide, as we did in the southern blotting. As in northern blotting, we are using RNA, and using NaOH, any kind of alkali would degrade the RNA. So denaturing the gel in NaOH is absolutely not required. Also, even acid treatment, if you remember properly, then in southern blotting we used 0.25 molar HCl. In northern blotting, acid treatment is also not required, as mRNA samples are already smaller in size compared to genomic DNA. So acid treatment is also not required. So till now we did RNA isolation, then gel electrophoresis. Now we will do the blotting step. So what is done, that in a gel, RNA molecules are transferred. Paper tiles are, well, we use only nitrocellulose or nylon membrane in southern blotting, but for northern blotting, actually first it was seen that RNA was not able to bind to nitrocellulose. So some scientists discovered a DBM paper. They used a reactive paper, that is DBM paper, which was itself prepared from Watman 540 paper by a series of reactions. Although now several appropriate nitrocellulose membrane for northern blotting has been discovered, and today we use nitrocellulose membranes also for northern blotting. So in a tray, a buffer will be there, and we all know, as buffer is there due to capillary action, our sample will be from gel will be carried out to our particular membrane. So a support is there in buffer, and same size membrane is necessary to use, like we did in southern blotting. Now transfer happens slowly due to capillary action. Now in gel, the RNA molecules, sorry, now from gel RNA samples are then transferred on membranes through capillary rise. Well, when paper towels are wet, we can know that the transfer process has been completed. Now to fix UV light is used. Now we have did the steps of RNA isolation, electrophoresis, blotting, and now we will do probing. Probe solution is now used and it is tagged with radio label detector molecule, or even fluorescent molecules can be used nowadays. Probes are nothing but short oligonucleotide sequences which are attached to detect the molecules. It is complementary to a sequence which we want to detect. Well, DNA probe can be used for the detection of RNA. Obviously, probe and probe should be also be single stranded. It is only single stranded, and RNA is already single stranded. Base complementary is a super easy technique way, as we can see, because it makes our process easier to design the probes. And due to this thing, as hybridization is occurring between our RNA and the probe, these type of blotting techniques are also called nucleic acid hybridization, as hybridization is being occurred here. Now, if our RNA molecule is there present, it will bind, and as radioactivity has been given, or sort of fluorescent molecules also can be given. So we will know that whether the RNA was present or not, and in this process, via this process, we can complete northern blotting technique. So the difference between these two is that in northern blotting, that is to detect RNA, we are not using 0.25 molar HCl, and we are not doing alkali treatment also. Instead, we are adding 1.5% formamide in the gel. This is the major difference between the both the process. I'll also thank you guys for 100 subscribers. Keep supporting. Thank you.